All right, YouTube. So I am just walking back from the bar. Just had a pint, picked up my rent for next month, and I'm ready to party. No, but I wanted to go ahead and make a quick video, or I guess we'll see how long it takes. But I want to make a video about the NPC meme because this meme has been spreading like wildfire, and God bless whoever created this meme because it is so on point. And it hits home because there's a lot of NPCs here in Santa Cruz. Among soy boys, cucks, beta males, you name it. And I refuse to call them liberals. So one thing that I want to go ahead and express to my colleagues on the right and the left as well, because you don't deserve to call yourselves liberals. But liberal is a term that I use for people like PJW, Sargon, people that are actually liberal and have open-minded, concepts, I guess, or open-minded rather. So the NPC meme is so on point because we have a lot of NPCs here in Santa Cruz, in California in general. My theory about that is I think that generally the NPCs tend to migrate towards the inner cities. They have because NPCs, they're not necessarily effective when they're in small numbers. They need to be in mass. That way their message is stronger, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, we have like a lot of NPCs here in California and Santa Cruz. It's unfortunate. And a lot of people go around, they parrot the same political message or whatever. They don't really have an opinion of their own. And it's really disheartening because it really destroys the chance of having any kind of meaningful discussion. So you see a lot of that here in California, Santa Cruz, etc. And it's sad because there's so much discussion to be had. And yet these folks, they want to go ahead and prolong the fighting, the divisiveness, I guess, because it's what makes them feel comfortable. They need to be put in their little corners. That way they can, they can actually be on a team. That way they're not alone. They don't want to be alone. That's the thing. They don't want to be alone because they're scared of themselves or they're scared of being alone. They don't want to have their own opinions because they just don't value their own opinion. I think that's kind of the gist of it, really. And God damn, it's really sad. It really is fucking sad. And I said this before. I said this in my video when I was walking towards the bank, and now I'm walking away from the bank. But there was a gentleman in the bar at Brady's Yacht Club. I went in there about a week ago. Just had a burger, had a can of PBR. And this gentleman was sitting right next to me, and he was talking about how awful Trump and Kushner are. I agreed. Kushner's he's the Antichrist. No, but it's like they're totally barking up the wrong tree because they're saying like, oh, and I was kind of like, Sam hiding him. I was like really just egging him on, like, yeah, Trump's awful. Like, we have a white supremacist in the White House. That's what I said, and they nodded in agreement because they're fucking idiots. But but I was like, oh, who's gonna save us? Who's gonna save us from evil Trump? And then the guy was like, Bloomberg. He said it really faintly and really half-heartedly. Even he knows Bloomberg can't fucking. And that's beside the point because Bloomberg is a fucking moron. Beyond that, Bloomberg is a massive insider when it comes to the nanny state, Agenda 21, population control. And I'm sure he knows about some of the dirty secrets that go on in New York. I'm sure Michael Bloomberg's a big pedo. That's just my humble opinion. And if we're going off the Kavanaugh Blasey Ford model, then I can say things like that. Right? Right, Cory Booker? Anyways. Going off a little tangent there. Yeah, but the NPC meme is it's awful. It's not, the meme itself is not awful, but what's happening is kind of awful. But at least we have memes to kind of carry us through these troubling times. And what I think is I really do think that we're going to be heading to civil war. I really do. You look at what's happening with the migrants that are heading up towards, through Mexico. I heard that the Mexican police have not done anything to stop them. This new Mexican president, it sounded like he was trying to make Mexico great again. But I'm not really sure. Anyways, I just think that when these migrants come, it's up to 10,000 now. These migrants that are being handed cash by Soros's and Steyer's cronies. And yeah, of course they're on a mission to invade our country. That is not Look, wake the fuck up, people. We are being invaded. We are being invaded on all fronts. There's a war on our minds, there's a war on our souls, there's a war on religion. There's a bunch of God-hating commies in our country, unfortunately. And the reason why they hate, and it's funny because God-hating and communism go really well together because, and this is kind of what I figured out about the atheists. The atheists, this is their whole ploy, and this explains a lot as to why Karl Marx was an atheist and why he promoted it so much. But the idea of atheism is to eliminate any kind of hope for well-being in the afterlife, which, you know, I guess is irrelevant to some people, but not for me, you know. I tend to look at it this way. I want to do everything I can in this life to basically be a good person. But anyways, the reason why they do this is because they want to replace God with government. This is why you hear Trump, God bless him, this is why you hear Trump come out and say, we do not worship government, we worship God. Very true. Very fucking true. And that's kind of the whole ploy of Marxism and atheism. This is why they go together like baseball, apple pie, and Chevrolet, you know? And, what are we at? 16? Yeah. Alright, that was a pretty good take. I'm going to end it on that. Guys, God bless. Thank you so much for watching. But the NPC meme is just fucking beautiful. Spread it like cancer. Spread it like wildfire. If we can, literally, we can meme ourselves out of this fucking civil war. We won't even have to shed a single drop of blood. We can literally meme those caravan, we can meme that caravan back to Mexico or Guatemala or where the fuck they're coming from. Honduras, pardon me for being politically incorrect. Anyways, God bless, guys. I will see you later. Peace out.